My name is Jondon Ortega, and I like to be in this house.
A home is where you raise a family. It basically anchors you and the people that are important to you. But it all begins with making that first step, that initial investment, taking the plunge, having the courage to buy that first home. And that's what was important to our founder, Sir Lawrie, and is important to all of us. I grew up in a household where my parents never owned a home in their entire life. So I understand the other side of the coin. And so throughout my career, I've always felt it's very, very important to get people onto that home ownership ladder.
It gives you a feeling that pride. I just look around my home and sometimes a tear comes to mind. It's like, this is fantastic. It's almost like a dream still.
The interesting thing about Barratt is that they do a lot of variety of home building. They don't particularly pick a niche. They do low-cost projects, they do medium-range projects, they do real beautiful high-end homes. They also do mixed use, and now they're doing high-rise down in San Diego.
It's always been the theory of Barratt to provide homes at entry level. So we have just as much passion for the entry level as we do the high end.
Barratt American is a company that addresses the needs of all home buyers. We're a company that puts a big emphasis on quality and service. We also try very hard to be architecturally innovative. We try to bring new designs to every community that we build. And we pay a lot of attention to the detail that goes in those homes, to the specification. But of course, bottom line is we are trying to get people into a home of their own, which we think is very, very important.
I never felt like I was dealing with a big corporation or something like that. I always felt like we were dealing with this family of people who were really interested in us and making sure that we were happy.
We invite everybody out to walk their home. We either do it in a group or we'll walk each house with them individually if that's what they prefer, just to point out what's in between the plaster and the drywall and how the house is constructed, what their foundation's like, how the framing's put together, what the windows are installed, what kind of insulation they have.
I think the hardest thing was buying the home on paper. We didn't see the home, we bought it from the plan. But I think because it was a Barratt home, that made it, we just had a lot of confidence because we had owned a previous Barratt home and then we'd gone out to see other Barratt homes.
We knew when we walked into those homes that they understood the type of home that we wanted to build.
When I was a kid, I grew up in Imperial Beach, and we used to ride our bicycles. My mom didn't know, but ride our bicycle down the Strand, catch the ferry, come across to San Diego. There was nothing here. Today, when you look out over this landscape of the buildings and the cranes in the air, the things going on, San Diego is really being born now. It was always a nucleus of the county, but today it's a true downtown with an energy about it that was never here before, and it only is going to get better. That's our vision, that the landscape of this whole city will change in the next 10 years, and companies like Barratt American will be at the lead.
Barratt American's been great to deal with. They came into San Diego early on around the ballpark. With their level of experience and their expertise in architect and the great people they worked with, they were able to make the project something really special, and were really one of the early success stories over in the ballpark area.
Lifestyle is what architecture is all about today. It's not just doing tract homes and walking away. We try to pull the community together with parks and walking and riding areas and connections to schools and shopping centers and open space.
Obviously, we have an obligation to give back to the community, which we can do in many, many ways. We build parks, we build roads, we build schools. We are building a product that is going to stand for probably 100 years. There's more to this than simply 4 walls and a roof, a lot more.